both physically and emotionally. He is alcoholic. He's addicted to drugs.
After all, isn't it give and take?
And she told us he was high on cocaine or some other drug when he made this rambling, angry, off-color speech to a church group.
I'm standing here being judged by you. What the do you judge me by? Huh?
Nansuk didn't even know Hyojin when she was chosen to marry him, and she certainly didn't expect a drug addict. She'd been brought up believing that the Reverend Moon's family was without sin. She'd been brought up believing that the Reverend Moon's family was...
As a child, I was. As a teenager, we adored his ideal family.
The Reverend Moon calls his...
He's the only perfect human being on the earth. And he can choose his wife, and his wife becomes this perfect man.
Is more than 1,000 couples at once, as he did in New York last June. He exhorts them to live the high moral life that he supposedly exemplifies. The church told us Moon himself had matched each couple by studying their pictures and brief biographies. And the newlyweds say they want their families to be...
As to how to be true parents. The world is in dire need of strong family values. That he not only preaches that, but he...
And without sin.
No sin at all. No sin.
Drugs.
No drugs.
Alcohol.
No alcohol. Moon's theology that he is the perfect man who can create perfect family, I think kind of falls apart if I look at his children.
The Moons gave birth to 13 children. And various individuals who've been close to them told us that in violation of church rules, they have seen some of Moon's children drink alcohol, smoke, the worst of them. She lived with him here at the Moon's opulent estate north of New York City. She says the Moons knew all about her husband's drug problem, but still they spoiled him, kept showering him with cash.
When he needed cash, he went to his mom, and his mom would... Some
From
more
1,000 to...
parents are in.
Where did all this cash come from?
I believe mainly it's coming from Japan. Moon.
And how would his son use those church donations?
He basically used for his cocaine, his party, all the...
Things apparently included mistresses. Hyojin told her he was entitled to have affairs because his father had had them. Affairs, but the Reverend told
that he himself, he had to have this mission that he had to fulfill.
God's mission. Instead, he preaches that adult
Unification Church members will burn worst thing that you... But there's nothing...
beat her. One.
He was doing his cocaine ritual to you. I said, I tried to floss, and I did. But the big fear was that... Big. That's the... And then...
Says they blamed her.
And I wasn't a good member of... Yes.
Source, one of Reverend Moon's daughters, Anjin Moon. She told us her parents blamed her, too, when she was abused by her husband.
Did he beat you?
Yes.
And you would tell your folks?
Yes.
And they would say?
I deserved it.
Anjin Moon is estranged from her parents, but she has never... By coming forward, they hope to dissuade people. Father's the Messiah. On camera, she put it this way.
He's just my father. I think that in itself should say a whole lot.
Her father's church.
I believe in a God, but I don't think that...
Honest?
I think she's very honest.
Do you admire her? Do you respect her? Do you believe her?
Yes, I do. I respect and admire her very much.
Nansuk got a degree in art history from Barnard College. Though she realized the perfect family...
So what's your...
Dysfunctional. I think every family is very middle-class family. Yes.
The church won't say how much money amassed hundreds Western child in Moon's church. She was born into it because her parents set up the church in England.
I grew up believing he was the Messiah, but I can't imagine it now.
Moon took a personal interest in Donna, and as a favorite child from the
family than the average member, which is teachings and...
She says, when they discovered another Moon's daughter confirmed that.
That I know, yes.
You know the child?
Yes, his name is Sammy.
And An Jin-moon told us that the Warm family little time with his children. There's even a language barrier between children speak.
Mother doesn't,
They can't talk to their dad.
No, they can't. They can't really communicate.
Actually, that's what his daughter told me as well. But then I would say the communication that he had, even with his older...
There might be some kind of revenge exacted upon you for your speaking out.
Yes, I was... I think there is some safety in going public. The truth comes out.
Increasingly involved. Well, she says her husband was locked in a minivan, hid them under blankets, and drove them out of the Moon's luxurious estate, never to return. Now you live in a modest house in Lexington, Massachusetts. No swimming pools, no bowling alleys, no,
No babysitters, or no drivers,
Right.
no cook.
You're the cook?
I'm the cook. I had to wonderfully. I'm proud of them. They
Fear of retaliation from
to live with the fear that's life.
got her divorce plus $600,000 in cash, and now the center helping battered. Why are you telling this story?
I was duped.
Duped.
I feel I was conned to work for God. A lot of those.
But she has a new way of looking at Reverend Moon.
I did come to conclusion that Reverend Moon just cannot be the Messiah.
What you're saying is that he's a phony.
A con man. I came with.
Mrs. Moon declined to talk to it. Commiserate with Nansuk over the suffering his parents.
That he and his wife are the true drugs and the power and riches of the unification. It's to face charges he violated 18 months probation order.
Yes.
After the hearing, his attorney said when his divorce
Divorce proceeding is on. We'll defer proceedings until then. Not right now.
his attorney promised any
shows Hyunjin supporters cheering as Shin Dong-mo. The following day, Reverend Shin is humiliated before members of the congregation.
조그만 녀석이 그렇게 큰 머리 있어 내가 기가 막혔어. 80이 보니까 바보 같은 거야.
Reverend Shin is accused of scheming with Hyun.
너희들이 너 국진이하고 형진이한테 그것도 말해줘.
Church for 3 decades, but eventually left disillusioned. Time in the church.
파출부를 하면서